Hey, good evening, guys. Welcome to Uptalks, Unlimited Potential Talks. I hope you guys are doing great on this beautiful evening. Michael Jordan says obstacles don't have to stop you. If you run into a wall, don't turn around and give up. Figure out how to climb it, go through it, or work around it. So, our today's talk would be revolving around that. Those who don't know me, I am Sarbajit and I'm an IT professional. I'm from Rourkela, Odisha. So the COVID-19 pandemic has transformed nearly every aspect of our life, including work. Everything turned upside down. The way we do our daily task, whether working from home or shopping different things, everything is changed upside down, right? So, and if I talk about work, millions have laid off due to the economic downturn. Many companies have tightened their budget. They freeze their pay. Someone was giving half of the salary. Someone freezes promotions. Someone was freezing their hiring, meaning the competition for new opportunities fierce. No matter your situation, no matter whatever your situation, you feel like your career growth now has many obstacles. And actually, it has stand still, it has stalled out. The global COVID-19 pandemic may not be the best time to accelerate your career. Maybe I was thinking, some of my friends were thinking that they should change their job. Then they thought, no, this is not the good time. But I would say there are some characteristics of this unusual time which give us a lot of opportunity as well, which can boost our career, which boost our personal growth. Sounds interesting, isn't it? In the last session of Peak Impact Mentorship, we learned some amazing hacks to avoid career obstacles. And today we have some very influential and amazing panelists to share their learnings. So without any delay, let's invite our first panelist. Hi Kalyani, how are you?
Hello, Sanjay. Hi, I'm good. How are you?
Yeah. Kalyani, can you please go ahead and introduce yourself?
Definitely. Thank you very much, Sabajit, for this opportunity. Well, Ryan Holiday says, obstacle is a way. All of us, has one another issues and obstacles and disability hurdles in our life. But is up to us how we are taking it, how we are seeing it. Well, I am Kalyani and I'm a HR professional. I have 7 years of experience in human resource function management. I like reading books, and recently I have developed one nice hobby within me, which is reading books. So I started enjoying the company of books. And today we have chosen a very amazing topic to discuss on. We are going to cover multiple things in one shot, wherein we have chosen to talk about obstacles in our current life, what we are facing. We have multiple aspects as well. So we will discuss, and hopefully audience will get to know more and understand how to overcome the all obstacles they have in their life. So we will discuss it. Over to you, Shobhajit.
Thank you, Kalyani. And that was a nice quote.
Thank
Okay,
you.
okay, let me add. Hi, Vinny, how
Hello.
are you?
Doing good. Thank you. Hi, Sarva. Hi, Kalyani. Good evening
Hello,
to
Vinay.
everyone tuned in. Am I audible? Like,
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, you
Yes,
are, you
well,
are.
Super. Cool. So, very interesting topic, Sarva. You've given a fabulous opening. Someone told me, like, if you are on a path where you do not find obstacles, then you are on the wrong way. It will take you nowhere. And what obstacles could actually mean is there is so much to it. Stay tuned to figure out what's in obstacles lined up for you.
That was so simple and so wonderful example, Shalini. Thank you so much. And let me invite Yes. Hey,
Yeah,
yes, how are you?
hello
Hello, yes.
everybody.
Hello. Hello.
Yeah. My name is Yash, and I'm an IT professional. I am in this field for last 12 years, and today we are going to discuss on the word obstacle. And you will surprised to know that even the word obstacle itself a negative, but with this PIM workshop and with this community, we make out positive things out of it. So you will surprise, you will change the perception for the word obstacle after hearing us. Thanks.
Thank you. That's a great thought. Yes. Okay, let me add Ramit.
Hi everyone. How are you doing? Hope
Hi,
all
Ramit.
is
Hello.
hello. Hope all is well at your end. So with a very beautiful topic of career obstacle after pandemic, we will start our session very soon. So like rightly said by the Winnie, if there is no obstacles, I think the path is really incorrect or wrong. So obstacles can be taken in a positive way, like Yash said. So there is a very good definition which we are going to present in this panel discussion. So stay with us. So my name is Ramit. I am from Haryana. So I'm working for an auto major with a mid-level management. Stay tuned. Stay connected. Let's have more
Great to have you
opinions.
on,
Thank you.
Ramit.
Thank you.
Okay, let me add our final panelist, Alok.
Hi, hello
Hello.
everyone.
Alok,
Hi.
yeah, please go ahead and introduce.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hello everyone. Myself Alok. I have total 9 years of IT experience. I like to read inspirational books. I am also part of NGO, which is working for healing the atmosphere through the Vedic science methods, and I am also conducting sessions for that also. So, and I'm associated with him from last since last almost 6 months, and I'm enjoying the community and learning new things. And today's topic is very much like important for current scenario, means how we overcome the challenges in our life. Thanks. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Alok. And let's get into our topic, obstacles. And as Yash was saying, it's a negative word, but still we will bring out that positivity in the that obstacle word. So we'll go one by one. So we have an acronym ready, and we have a lot of meaning on that particular word, obstacles. So first was this. First word is O. So who want to go with? Who want to share their experience with O, and what is their learning about O? Who want to take that opinion of others?
Yeah, I can take that.
Yeah, please.
Yes,
Yes.
so the letter O is opinion for others. So I think it's you should be open-minded and respectful while taking the opinions, but you should not agree on those, right? The only opinion that matters in your life is your own personal opinion. And if you are going to fulfill the fuel the journey of the fuel journey of your life with other opinions, then sooner you will run out of the gas, right? You won't run longer. So
Right.
opinions are good. You should be open minded while taking the opinions, but you should not stuck with those opinions. And what matters most, just focus on your own goals.
Yeah, that was a great analogy. Yes, like running out of gas. If you're stuck, then you are basically run out of the gas. That's a great point. Yes, thank you. Kalyani, you
So
want to
I
say
would
something?
definitely I want to add on this O, as O stand for opinions of others. We as a human being, we get stuck with the people's opinion, like what people will, even if we have some desire to get it or do it, we always seek for the other opinions. and we get around with this particular opinion, and we don't want to get out from this, and that's how we actually lose the focus of our priorities in our life, and that's how we fail to achieve what we want in life. Well, the great men says, others opinion, other people opinions does not have to be become your identity or your reality. Well, I can explain that with a very basic example. We all have must experienced it. Like, we are well prepared, we have presentations, or we have some task which has been given by our superior, and then we are all set to go to present to the clients or to somebody, and then sudden, just a second before of the presentation, any of our colleague comes and say, "Hey, there is some slight changes should be there in this." We are all prepared, we are all confident, but this one opinion will actually kill our confidence. And instead of giving a presentation on full press, we thinking about the mistakes, and then opinion, the feedback has been given by the colleague. So that is what I wanted to explain and wanted to talk about. So we have to avoid the opinions of others. That's all.
Yeah, great, Kalyani. That was very common example. Like we get stuck. Like even if someone says something, we are confident about our presentation and all that, but still we stay stuck. If I start from my childhood days, I remember my parents used to say if you do this, तो लोग क्या कहेंगे? So it's like same thing, right? Log kya kahenge? So we stuck with that log. Somewhere we program also some or other way, right? It's not about parents. It's like somewhere we program, and as well as that personality get developed, that we take the opinion of others so seriously, right? We have to analyze, and then maybe understand. We have to listen to other opinions, but yeah, we should not stuck, as Yash was saying, right? That's a great point. Anyone want to add on to O? That's a very common problem. Okay, great. Who can say about, so next word is B. Who want to go ahead with B?
I'll go ahead with Sarva.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. So B is all about building. Okay. The biggest mistakes we do in our career is that we get so engrossed in our work that we sometimes forget to build a network. We forget to build on our communication skills. And one thing very nicely that came out during the PIM session was one is to less in number to achieve something significant. So unless we focus on building our people skills, our communication skills, and the networking, I don't think overcoming challenges in our career is gonna be easy, right? So that's what I have to say.
Yeah, that's a great point. Like, I mean, building network is only possible if you are able to communicate, you are able to connect. I remember one of my friend. He was talking that he wanted to stay in the same company because he built that network in the company, and he has a rapport in that company, and company was giving everything like what he wanted, right? So I mean, that's why the network is so important, right? So everywhere, like Facebook is a big network, so everything is based on network, right? That's a great point, Vinay.
Sarva, and the best thing is
I,
PIM is the best network you can be a part of.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
we are
yeah,
on
yeah.
a quality network. That's a great thing. Yeah, yeah. Alok, you wanted to say something?
Yeah. Actually, means if anybody want to achieve something big in their life, then means there is role of network is very means we check in the past, like Mahatma Gandhi means he was working on a very big cause. So in
Right.
that there are many people's are contributions are there for that freedom struggle. So like means if we want to achieve something big, then there is role of means good network is there. Like if we take the example of our PIM community, like we have like-minded people and sharing our thoughts in a weekly basis. So like a good network is very much required to means for working any big cause. Yeah, over to you, sir.
Yeah, that's a great point. Like if you get a positive network like PIM, PIM or unlimited potential inside, then yeah, you are on game. Great, great. Anyone wanted to add anything to B building network? Okay. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah. Yeah. Kalyan.
Please go ahead.
No. No. Okay. Okay. All right. So next is S. So
Yeah.
anyone
So
wanted
as
to? Yeah.
was sorry, my network was a little bit disturbed at that times. So
Yeah.
S was majorly for the solutions for today is the problem for the future, or you can talk about the being stuck in the past. So there's a very many examples in the professional industry also, wherein we people wherein different technology comes up very frequently in the industry, and if any of us, if any of the employee is not very versed with that technology, or not upgraded that technology, he will have a struggleful time in the company. So that means there's a really change required for upgrading to ourselves, and to have a great existing in any of the professional world. So that was the main thing actually.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very well said. Very well
Yeah.
said, Ramit. Yeah, this is correct for the This is not only for the IT industry. It's applicable to
Any
all the other industries because it's a so fast changing life. So we need to be on our toes. And there is a well famous quote that he who stucks in the past loses the future. So it states
yes,
everything that if you just stuck with all your past things, then you are not able to focus and in the future. And being stuck in the past is liking just we are walking having our back in front, so we are not just looking forward and we are just keeping our things in the past itself.
Yeah, that's a great point. Like, I mean, it's sometimes very easy. I mean, we know all this concept, but what happens is, we stuck with the past. We keep thinking about the past, and then we forget that, okay, we have to move on, right? So
yeah,
we don't have to stuck with past, and that's a great point. Even Ramit also told that, we have to upgrade ourselves. As Vijay was saying, that what is working today, what is the solution today might not be a solution, maybe a problem in later 5 years, right? So maybe today there is a technology which is I remember I was working in a technology which was like a hot cake just before 5 years, but now it's all gone, right? Now we have some other technology and some other process or practices that will go away, right, within 5 years or maybe less than that, right?
so
Now
we
it's
can we can
yeah,
imagine an example, like we are traveling to our workplaces, and it takes like 1.5 hours or 2 hours to reach office. It's okay with us nowadays. Oh, sorry, earlier. But nowadays, since we are used to this technology of doing WebEx, Zoom, and other things over sitting at home, so now if boss asks to come to office or 2 hours of traveling, so it becomes really painful for us. So because we are adaptable to this technology now, so it's something like this. The traveling has become little absurd now. So we can always imagine like that way also.
right. And few companies, they were few years back they were telling, or 2 years back only, they were telling that we cannot do work from home. Since you are IT guys, you can work from home, but we cannot work from home. But people are doing work from home, so wherever it is possible. So so I mean, it's upgrade happened, right, with the situation. That's a great point. So let's move to the next, our acronym, T. So T stands for time management. So we want to tell about time management, especially in this pandemic. This is very important.
Okay, I'll go.
Yeah, yeah, Jenny.
So, a lot of people keep complaining, I am bad at managing time. I need to improve time management skills. One thing that came up very beautiful in this whole discussion was time management is just a myth. Okay. It's all about prioritizing what you really want to do. Once you know what you want to do, I think you'll never struggle with this issue of, like I have to do this, I didn't do it, I should learn I should learn new skills or time management. So all those talks from the mind will just disappear away. Right. So it's all about getting your priorities first.
Right. And there is a great point. I mean, people say that we will be able to manage, as you said, the people will be able to manage everything. I mean, it's not possible if you end up doing 100 things. So Vijay said a great point that if you set your priorities properly, then basically you can remove 90% of your things from your life, right? And that's a great point to think, right? What are my priority? Is looking at news is a priority for me? What's happening outside? Which party is winning, and who is in IPL, who is winning? That will not help me, right? So that is how we'll set the priority, right? Yeah, that's a great point. Anyone want to add to time management?
Yeah, I would like to add.
Definitely. Please, Alok,
Go
go
ahead,
ahead.
Anand.
Yeah, yeah. Like Vijay sir and Vinny sir also mentioned in various platform, like there is wheel of life. So we need to give the proper time of each segment of our life. Like we need to proper time for our family, for kids, as well as some time for social work which we are, and some for our self growth. So we need to divide time in a time segment in a proper way, so that we can give the proper time on each segment, and we are not lagging on one. Means sometimes it happens that somebody is very successful in his or her professional life, but his relationship with his or her spouse is not good. So it's we can't say that he is successful in his life in a proper means in completely. So for become a complete man or woman, we need to take care of the all segment of our life, the wheel of life. Yeah, over to you, sir.
That's a great point. Look, like wheel of life is very important. Like that is where like we become so stuck with one thing, the balance, right? What Alok was talking about. If you join the growth club, what we are doing, I mean, there you'll get a lot of direction where you can basically balance your wheel of life, and you can get bigger satisfaction, right? You'll be happy. So that is what very important, right? Great point, Alok. uh, okay, let's move on to our next it's a little bit difficult to remember, so that's why I'm looking again and again. I should not jump to other letter. Yeah, so a A is average mentality. Who want to take up that average mentality? What is the problem? Why we go ahead with the average mentality sometime, even if we don't manage with average, right? Anyone want to take up that?
Okay.
So yeah,
I'll go.
yeah, Vinny, please.
Okay. We all love going to fancy restaurants, right? We want the best restaurant, the best service, the best food. We want the best of everything once, to make ourselves very, very happy. But why do we make this mistake of making choices in our life, right? Why do we have that average mentality? Why can't we think big and want to achieve big, right? So probably having that difference in the thought can make a lot of, can help you overcome a lot of challenges in your work as well.
Right, right. Great point. I mean, great analogy of not managing with the average thing, but yeah, we basically always look for best, right? We go to restaurant or anywhere that okay, I मुझे तो सबसे बढ़िया वाला चाहिए. so so we don't leave that, but when it's up to us, then we sometimes, so we should not do that. So we should also maintain that same mentality. Great point.
I would like to add on Vinay's point. It's something like that, thrive for the best, and you will get near to the best. So don't thrive for the average. Thrive for the best. Definitely, you will get near to the best. Actually, so
Yeah,
that should be our.
great point, Ramit. I think we should all write somewhere on the mirror or somewhere. So I always forget that. Okay, I have to do best. so, I mean that's a great way to remember that. Okay, strive for the best. Great point, Ramit. Kalyani, you want to add something?
Yeah, definitely, Sarvajit, I want to add here. Well, as a human tendency we all have, we lack of this point where, we do create a limitations, we create a boundaries ourselves where we manage, or we think that this is our limit, like we can do that, and that we cannot do it. For example, like we look at somebody, in our surroundings, like if we are a 5 6 friends, and we see somebody and think, oh, this person has amazing, amazing intelligence, this person is this. Or for example, if we look at some celebrities or some good singers, we think that this particular person has an amazing voice, they can sing nicely, but I can't. I can't because I don't think so I'll be. So that kind of boundaries we are creating within us. So that's our average mentality for ourselves. So we have to actually break the doors of this limitations, understand, and that's how. There's one more point we are actually losing. We all have a gift areas, or we all have a gift given by a God, which we are. So by that we are losing, or we are just ignoring what strengths and what good gifts we have, and we are not focusing on what good we have, instead what we don't have. So, instead of caring about what we don't have, we have to think about what we have, so make a use of it, work on it, and that's how we can achieve what we want. So that's my opinion.
That's great point. That's a great pointer you have given, Kalyani. We should focus on our strength. So that is the way where we can move forward to, to have uh, a strive for the best. Right? What Ramit was saying, we can do the best, and you also talk about comparison. That's what our next letter is, and that's a great thing, right? So we stuck with that comparison, and then we think that okay, that guy is doing very good. Again, we forget about strength. Great point, Kalyan. Yeah.
Yeah, for the comparison,
that, that,
I would like to
yeah.
add that I think the comparison is the thief of joy. So it's do not compare yourself with others as you don't know that what their journey all about. So it's not good to compare with others. Just focus on your own goals.
Wonderful, so powerful, and so profound, right? I mean, if we just remember that everyone, each and every person path is different. Even if we are staying in the same family, even if we are working in the same company, or even if we are on same age, same college, even if it all looks like it's all same, but behind the scene there is lot of different path running, and they are struggling with their life, or they have very good surroundings or anything, so you cannot compare. That's a great point. I really enjoy, I mean, really like that. Yes, thank you so
To
much
add
for
to
that.
to add to the point of Yash, regarding, there was a fact which came out on during that session, that 40% of the people cannot handle the comparison properly actually. So comparison with anyone, being a professional or personal or anywhere, is quite natural, which human tendency have. But yes, how to handle that particular comparison is the main skill set what we have to learn, and we are learning with our experience. So probably, if you are comparing somebody with the success, so definitely compare their struggle also, and learn from their struggle and learn from their success, and that's the strategy of
Yeah, great point.
obstacle.
Great point, Ramit. I mean, as you said, 40% people they do comparison. I mean, it's quite spontaneous, right? If we see something better than us, so we start compare. We do the comparison. It's spontaneous. Then maybe we stable ourselves and then think that okay, all those concepts that we should not compare and all that. But it's so spontaneous. It's so uh, it's so natural that we do end up doing comparison. Great point, Ram.
Yeah, it's said that don't compare your success, just compare your journey. If you are following
Yes.
the same path, then you will definitely going to get the success.
Great,
Correct.
great, great, great. Again, a great point. Yes, thank you so much. Okay, let's move to our next letter, L. Lack of focus. Anyone want to take up that lack of focus? So it's somewhere, uh, I mean, again related to the time management. But yeah. Vinny, you want to say something?
Yes, yes. So lack of focus, it's said, okay, if you have a lack of focus, you will lack progress as well, right? So once you know what needs to be done, you need to just be on top of that one thing alone and just move away from it once it's done. So that's the easiest way to achieve your goals, right? And obviously bringing in the aspect of clarity is going to make all the difference.
Right. That's a great point, Vinny. Like we should have clarity what we want in our life, and I mean, focus should not be an issue. All right. So, a great point, Vinny. Thank you so much. Anyone want to add to that on lack of focus? Okay.
Yeah, I would like to add.
Sure, Alok.
Yeah, actually, focus is means this problem is most of us is facing, like, because we can't concentrate on one thing, because there is shiny object syndrome, means like we are thinking about many things at the same time. So first of all, it's required that there should be to-do list, like we first prioritize our what we really want in our life, and the aim should be there, because without aim we can't focus, because we don't have any aim, then we can't work on that in that direction. So first, it's required that we need to write down our like goal, and then work on that in a like proper manner. Yeah, over to you, Sarva.
Yeah, that's a great point. Again, like goal is something. Without goal, we will lose focus. Like it's like without, like after pandemic, we'll start, we'll come out of our house and then we'll go somewhere. because because for so long we are not out, so we'll go somewhere. We'll not put anything in Google Map. It is like that without goal. Right. Yeah, that's a great point. Thank you so much, Alok. Uh, and the next is E, emotional roller coaster, my favorite. Anyone
Yeah,
want to take that? Yeah, Ramit, you want to say something?
definitely. So emotional roller coaster is something, there is always an emotional, touch with everything, and we keeps on, taking that decisions also basis on our emotional intelligence, or we can say emotional situation at that time. So to give you an example, there are two examples I like to state. While I am having a daily dinner at my home, so suddenly I said to my wife, I don't like your food now. Let's go to a hotel and have a food. My wife is also ready, and I'm also ready. We're going to a hotel, a good hotel. We had a food there, and suddenly I went to a kitchen of a hotel. Oh, it was so dirty. I found it was so shabby. Everything was rodent and everything. And I suddenly came out and I said to my wife, I think we must eat at home. So that's kind of an emotional, it changes with the kind of an experience you have, or kind of the thing you came across. The second example would be maybe in this scenario also. Let's say if we lost some around amount of, let's say, 10 lakh rupees. We invested somewhere in shares or something. We lost it. We were having at least 10 or 15 lakh rupees in our bank, and 10 lakh is lost. So we were emotionally low. But yeah, we were having such a little amount, and that is also lost. But suddenly we came to know from other of the person that he lost 40 lakhs in that particular trade itself, and I lost 10 lakh. So then I felt happy. Okay. At least I lost 10 lakh rupees, not the 40 lakhs. So that becomes, your emotional things changes with the situation. So don't go with that. Go with the facts, and keep taking risk also. And that's my takeaway from this.
Great example. Thank you for sharing your personal example. And I like the first one, that emotional roller coaster with restaurant. Yeah, that's a great example. Again, coming back to home. Great,
Yes.
great, great.
So don't
Anyone
so
want?
don't so don't forget to praise your wife. That will be always useful.
Great. Anyone want to take up that emotional roller coaster? It's an interesting
I
one.
just Yes, I just say one thing. We all love going to theme parks, right? We see the roller coaster from a distance, and I'm like, oh gosh, I am scared. But still, our heart says like we should go for it. We should take that risk, right? Because the experience at the end of it is what is worth it all, right? So there will be ups, there will be downs, but in the end, the feeling is something that you can only experience.
Great analogy, Vinny. And yeah, I mean, even if we go with some emotional roller coaster in our life, but sometimes the experience is amazing, right? And yeah, we as as Ramit was saying that we should not also should not go with the flow of emotion so much, and then control our emotion and then take the right decisions. Right? Yeah, great point. Okay, with that, Kalyani, you want to say something on that?
Yeah, definitely, Sarba. Well said by Vinny and well said by Ravi about this topic, emotional roller coaster. So we all are having the kind of emotions attached with even mistakes and even the success. For example, we all are working, and then sudden we get negative feedback from our supervisors or from our managers. We get 10 of the praisings, like we get a 10 good things, or he appreciates us or she appreciates us and give a good 10 reasons. You're good for this, you're good for that, 10 good reasons, and just give a one or two or three negative feedback that you should have done this or that. We are that emotional that we won't concentrate on the good things, but we end up getting more emotional and thinking about what wrong and what the bad feedback we have received. So,
Yeah,
we by this example, I want to say that we need to avoid the the link of emotions to the actions. We need to work, and we need to leave the negativity behind. So that's how we can go ahead in the progress. Right. That's all.
yeah, that's a great example. We again, someone give negative feedback. We always keep thinking about that, and we forget that all this positive, feedback what he has given, right? And we go ahead with that emotion and continue with that emotion, and felt bad about the other guy. That had a bad impression about other guy. We forget all the positive feedback. That's a great point, Kalyani. Okay. With that, we are with the last letter. S. Who want to take up that? S. Come on.
Yes, setting your sights too high. You know, let's say if I've opened a company and suddenly a thought came in my mind that I will become a top five company in the world within 2 years or 3 years down the time. So that becomes really unrealistic target for becoming, taking the target actually. So we are thinking too high. That's okay, but it's too high, which is beyond the reach or beyond, your efforts or something like that, beyond the avenues available. So it becomes really a push kind of a thing, a pull kind of a thing, where we are pulled back for the success. So one of the obstacle is that. So the site should be optimum, and then step by step it should be made higher.
That's a great
Yeah,
point, Ramit. Like, yeah, yeah, yes, you want to add something?
yeah. Just I
Sorry.
want to add to the Ramit's point. It's very well said that we should sight at the clouds, but we should not forget that we need to keep our foot on the ground.
Yeah, that's a great saying and great analogy. Yes, yeah. And
Right.
what I remember one of my friend, he was saying that I will start companies just like Reliance and all that, and but he has no plan and anything, right? I mean, we should dream big, but as Vijay was saying, that we should have action for what we are planning, right? So that's where the main game will start. Otherwise, it's all out of sight, right? Setting your goals out of sight is not very very smart thing to do, right? Great point, yes, and great point, Amit. Anyone want to add anything to the last letter?
Yes, Sarva, I want to add.
Yeah,
Well,
please.
we we need to be a action oriented person, because we in a line, every day, if I make a thousands or hundreds of goals to do list, but if I'm not taking an action of it, then what is the point of creating this kind of goals or creating a to do list? So we are always focused or always need to take an action instead of just thinking about it. If we are just daydreaming, suppose if I want to start a business, and if we just you know dreaming about that I will get this, I have to start this, I will do that in one day, but if I'm not taking the proper actions to start this business, so that's not going to be success anymore. So we need to do our homework before, so we need to well prepared, take an action if required, and that's how we can get what we want actually. So that's my point.
Yeah, that's a great point. Like we have to plan it at low level as well. As Kalyani was saying, that we have to plan our to-do list every day, right? Or at least before one day. As Vijay was keep on saying that whenever you before you go to bed, prepare your to-do list and plan your day. I mean, uh, if you have big dream, then again keep a short. Near goal, small goal, and then try to plan your day every day, and then achieve what you want to do. Your plan should be feasible to your dream, right? If it is out of sight, then again the same game, right? That's a great point, Kalyani. Yeah. Anyone, you want to say something? Your last message, Kalyani? Anything?
Yeah, definitely. So in this whole session, on this whole we from the obstacle word itself, we have learned a lot, and hope it was helpful for the audience as well. What and what kind of discussion we had, it was definitely a fruitful discussion for all. We need to avoid, the first thing we learned from O was opinions of others. So first, start ignoring the opinions of others. You start having the anesthesia of the criticism. So that's how you can avoid all the negativity and move ahead further for the positivity. That's how you can connect to your goal. So that's my first key points to the to people who can utilize it. And the other one is time management. To clear on your priorities, if you are having a clarity on your priority, definitely you will have a focus on what you want. So definitely you can achieve what you are looking for or you desire for. So this is I want to I want to tell you all.
Great. Thank you, Kalyani. And that's a great analogy on anesthesia of criticism. I really like that. Yeah. Ramit, you want to go ahead with your last message to the people?
I would like to explain in a desi language, सबसे क्या कहते हैं, thick, be a thick skin person, मोटी चमड़ी वाला आदमी बन जाइए, don't care about the opinions of others. Actually, just let it go. Don't think about others a lot. And yes, you should have belief on your ideas, and you should have done proper R&D on your ideas, and then you should implement. It's like don't set your priorities too high. Have a good planning. एंड सबसे बड़ी चीज़ क्या होती है सबसे बड़े लोग कि ना क्या कहते हैं इसको, लोग क्या कहेंगे. सो जस्ट इग्नोर such thinking in the life. These are the key learnings for me in the life in this particular session. Over to you, Alu.
Yeah, thank you so much, Ramit. And log kya kahenge, that's very common one. And that's a great point. And moti chamdi, that's a great way to handle any criticism or any opinion, right? Great.
There is one more saying. There is one more saying ना, सबसे बड़ा रोग क्या कहेंगे लोग. So just think that.
Great. Yeah, thank you so much, Ramit. Yes, do you want to go ahead with your last message? How PI is
Yeah,
helping you, and yeah.
yeah, definitely, Sharma. So for I think obstacles are in everybody's life. We should not stuck with those obstacles. We should live simple living and high thinking and live happily. Don't keep the sand tight in your hand. Otherwise, it will slip more. So just keep it loosely and enjoy the life. This is the message that I can give.
Yeah. Yes, is full of analogies, and really, I really like that. You know, yeah, we should not take ourselves so seriously, and then just relax and enjoy. Great, great. Thank you. Yes. And Vinny, you want to go ahead?
Yeah, sure. It's been such an amazing session with so many of us giving so much of bringing in so much of perspective on just a simple word of obstacles, right? And my favorite amongst all these, was the S, okay, which says don't be stuck in the past, right? Because that's the biggest mistake we do. Either we think we've achieved, and like what Alok was talking about, the arrival syndrome. Don't be stuck there. Changes are meant to happen, and that's the only thing that's constant. So just keep moving and think big.
Great, great. Yeah, that's a great point, Vinny. We have to keep moving. Right. Thank you so much, Vinny. Alok, you want to share your
Yeah,
last message?
yeah. John Maxwell always said that always add values to somebody's life. So today's all the panelists give some amazing point. So like my last message to all the audience is that like means whatever points we discussed in PIM and UPI, we also try to implement in our life. We not only discussed in public, but we also try to implement in our life. So it's like UPI and PIM is the great place to change or to transform somebody. So I like I request all the friends and relatives that they come and join us, and they will really feel the difference. Thanks. Over to you, Sarva.
Great, great point, and that's true that PIM is really adding value to everyone' life, like all PIM and unlimited potential inside. I'm at least I feel that I'm so blessed to be part of this association in this pandemic. What else best you can do this in pandemic? Like people are juggling around with the lot of tasks like अरे ऑफिस को संभाले या बच्चे को संभाले या घर को संभाले घर सफाई करे या क्या करे so it's very difficult to manage our life, right? But with this association we are removing all the obstacles, right? And PIM, unlimited potential insight, is helping. It's not only from the last session, it's helping us to remove our obstacles. It's have been doing this. So today we discuss about obstacle, but yeah, it have been doing it, and it will continue removing our obstacle and help us to avoid those obstacle. Even if obstacle comes, we can handle our life in a very graceful manner. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Have a great night.
Thanks.
Thanks. Have a
Thank you,
great
Sabha.
life.
Bye.
Thank you, everyone. Thank
Bye
you.
bye.
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 Bye.